Good morning and happy Sunday. I want to talk about the moment a conversation ends before either person realizes it has. Somebody starts speaking and before they get very far, your mind says, I already know where this is going. They keep talking, but you've stopped listening to the conversation a while ago. You're hearing every conversation you expected before they even open their mouth. This is how people spend years having the same argument while believing the other person is the reason nothing changes. Here's today's question. Why do we decide who someone is before we decide whether they're worth hearing? I love this question. I want to do my happy awkward dance because every one of us does this and most of us never catch ourselves doing it. So I'm not going to do the dance, sorry. Here's the rub. Our expectations become louder than the person standing in front of us. History teaches us what to watch for. Expectations decide what everything means before we've even finished listening. And over time, the person disappears behind the expectations. Somebody begins explaining a concern, but your mind quietly says, here they go again. From there, you're no longer discovering what they're trying to tell you. You're waiting for them to confirm what you've already expected. Think about the person whose name changes your mood when it lights up your phone. Before you even open the message, your body has already decided what kind of exchange this will be. Nothing has happened yet, but they're already guilty of the conversation you expect. You thought you were listening to them, but you were listening to what you expected them to say. Those aren't the same thing. But that's how expectations work. They answer first, like somebody apologizes and you hear manipulation. Or they stay quiet and you hear avoidance. There's no response they can give because the expectation has already decided what every response means. Certainty does not need to hear them out. It only needs enough to say, see, I knew it. You can still have conversations every day and slowly stop knowing the person you're talking to. Every conversation becomes another chance to prove what you've already believed. And in some families, one person becomes the problem. After that, people stop hearing the concern. They hear, here they go again, before the person has even finished explaining it. Their frustration confirms that expectation. Their silence confirms it too. You also know how exhausting this feels from the other side. Somebody answers an argument you never made. They tell you what you meant before asking what you meant. Eventually you stop explaining because nothing you say arrives as information. It arrives as evidence. And both people leave with more proof. Nobody leaves with more truth. Ridiculously real mental health asks us to admit something hugely uncomfortable here. We're not always listening to understand. We're listening for proof. And at some point, proving yourself right about someone starts mattering more than knowing them. The danger isn't that you become certain. The danger is that certainty feels exactly like listening. You'll know it's happening because your mind whispers, this again. This means you slipped into what I refer to as movie mode, like you're physically watching the movie, but not mentally watching the movie. So try staying with them. Let them finish what they're trying to say before you decide what they meant. If you catch yourself building your response while they're still talking, you're no longer listening to them. You're listening to what you expected. Now, history still matters here. It just doesn't get to answer first. The people you're most certain your understanding might be the people you haven't truly heard in years. So, the next time that your mind whispers, this again, you've slipped into the movie mode. Stay with them instead. Let them finish before you decide what they meant. You can know the pattern and still misread this moment. Thank you for trusting me with this today. If you have a question for a future episode, email me at drshannon@kfvs12.com. And always remember, you are worth it. Lean into being the best version of yourself, one small step at a time. Happy Sunday.